Hi, I'm Sophia from Armenia. Please like and subscribe. When I was little, my mom and I moved a lot. We changed towns every few months, and I couldn't help noticing that I was different from the people around me. Even Mom. Everyone had dark eyes and hair, so my blonde curls and green eyes attracted attention. Wow, she's so precious. And well, she looks nothing like you. Is she really yours? Mom always smiled and said I looked like my dad, but I knew she didn't like the comments. And soon, we moved again. Don't look at anyone directly, and never take your hoodie off outside. People get jealous of your beauty, love. I was 6 when Mom started working as a cook in a mansion, and she told me strictly to never leave the kitchen. One afternoon, Mom had gone out for groceries when a tall woman walked in, and she stopped short when she saw me. Aren't you a beautiful little girl? Why don't you come with me, honey? As I was in her living room eating cakes and chatting nonstop, Mom came bursting in. There you are. I've been looking for you everywhere. Sorry, mistress. Oh no, I brought her here. From now on, she'll spend time with me while you work. Mom wasn't happy at all, but I'd have the best time. The mistress helped me with my reading and gave me lovely gifts. But a few weeks later, she said she wanted to adopt me. I can give her every luxury in the world. Her life will be 1,000 times better as my daughter. How can you even ask this, ma'am? To part with my own child? I would never. You fool. If you truly cared about her, you'd let her have the life she deserves. Also, I looked up your records, and there's no birth certificate for any child of yours. Leave her with me, and we can keep all our little secrets. She reached out for my hand, but I grabbed hers and bit it hard. She screamed as Mom and I ran. Pack your things, quickly, hurry. And so we left, but this time, we kept traveling till we reached some docks late at night. We're leaving for the US, darling. We'll never know any peace here. Someone Mom knew helped us sneak onto a cargo ship, and we left to start a new life in New York. We spent the first few months in a homeless shelter, but Mom found a job at a restaurant soon, and we could afford a small place. Mom even let me join the public school after changing my name. When I asked why, she said it was for my own good, and I didn't ask anymore. Even though I didn't really stand out here, people still admired my looks. In 5th grade, my friend Melissa, who participated in beauty pageants, told me to try out too. The prize money was good, so I begged Mom to let me join. And I soon became a pageant queen, and modeling offers started pouring in. By the time I was in high school, I'd done my first national ad for a shampoo, and my face was on a billboard. One morning in 10th grade, I walked into the school hallway to see some kids gathered around a boy. He turned his face, and I caught my breath. He was beautiful. He threw his head back and laughed at something, and it was the most captivating sound in the world. Suddenly, our eyes met, and I realized I'd been staring at him like a moron. But I had to find out who he was. I walked into class to find all the girls talking about this handsome new stranger. Just then, we heard a loud groan. Ugh, jeez. I'll tell you who he is if you give me $20 each. And for $50, I'll introduce you gals to him. He's my brother. The new boy introduced himself as Derek and said his brother Adrian was our senior. Just then the teacher walked in and everyone flew to their seats. I caught Derek looking at me and he smiled. He was cute, but his brother was a Greek god. One day, I had to reach a modeling audition after school, and as I quickly crossed the road, my heel got stuck in a pothole. As I struggled to set it loose, I looked up to see a motorcyclist charging straight at me, but suddenly, someone pushed me out of the way. I opened my eyes to see Adrian looking down at me. Hey, are you okay? I think so. Nope, I feel dizzy. Adrian swept me up effortlessly and carried me to his car. He took me to the hospital, and it turned out I had a minor concussion. Your mom's on the way. I called her. Thank you. I am so lucky you were right there. Well, it wasn't a coincidence. I was actually following you to ask you out. Really? Why do you sound surprised? I can't be your first admirer. You just might be the most beautiful girl I've ever met, Sophia. He touched my cheek and my heart fluttered. Just then Mom walked in and she couldn't stop thanking Adrian. I was discharged soon and he even dropped us off at home. Adrian and I started dating, and the next few weeks were like a dream. He was intelligent and thoughtful and always knew how to make me laugh. We were the golden couple of the school. A few days later, I got paired with Derek for a science project, and we met up at the library to discuss it. It's funny, we've hardly spoken before, especially since you're in my class and I'm dating your brother.
Well, Adrian has that effect on girls. They fall head over heels for him and see nothing else.
That's not true. And I'd like to get to know you. Let's all have dinner sometime.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Listen, Sophia, there's something... What's going on here?
Hey, we're working on our project and I was just...
He's your project partner? No, that won't work. I'll talk to your teacher and have your partner changed. What? This is none of your business, dude.
It's very much my business, dude.
I don't want my girlfriend to fail, which she will with you.
Derek looked furious and stormed off. Adrian, you can't tell me who to be partners with. And what's wrong with your brother?
Listen, babe, you don't know him. He's not serious about anything, and he just thinks he'll inherit millions one day without lifting a finger. I'm already working with Dad in his company, and freeloaders like Derek just bother me. Trust me, he's gonna make you do all the work and just take credit for it in the end. Just ask your teacher to change your partner, please.
Derek didn't seem like that, but Adrian knew his brother better, and he looked upset. So I requested the teacher for a partner change the next day. Life was good, except that lately I'd been getting rejected after auditions, and Melissa had gotten a few ad campaigns I'd really wanted. But she was my friend, and I was happy for her. We were at a party together one evening, and I noticed Adrian was really quiet on the way home. Hey, you worried about something?
Yeah, just you, babe. You trust people way too easily.
What do you mean?
You don't think it's strange that Melissa has suddenly been getting every single commercial? She's rich. What if her mom paid bribes to get her those parts?
What? No, Melissa would never do that. She's the one who got me into modeling.
And she probably regrets it now, since you've been doing so much better than her. Jealousy can really change people, Sophia. Trust me, I know.
His words made me uneasy, but I decided to ignore him. But a few days later, Melissa and I were at an audition for a lipstick commercial, and she kept forgetting her lines. I had a flawless audition, so I was shocked when Melissa was selected again. Hey, I was so sure you'd get that.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, why do you sound mad at me? I'm just as surprised. Oh, drop the act. It makes no sense you'd get selected unless you paid your way in. What? Are you crazy? I can't believe you'd stoop so low. Adrian was right. He said this about me? Sophia, you've known me since we were kids. Why are you letting this guy? He's my boyfriend, and he's clearly less naive than I am. Melissa and my other friends stopped talking to me after that, and it just made me angrier that they all took her side. Thank God I had Adrian. Soon it was our 2-month anniversary, and Adrian wanted to celebrate in style by taking me out on a date to a classy French restaurant.
I want you to sit on this side, facing just me. I don't want anyone else to admire your beauty tonight.
That's a bit weird, and so cheesy.
It's just how I feel. And here's your present.
Adrian, you've already done so much. I gasped as I stared at a gorgeous amber necklace.
See? How could I not get that? It's like it's made for you, Amber.
My heart was pounding as he put it around my neck. Why did you just call me Amber?
Did I? Obviously a mistake, Sophia. Now, shall we order?
I felt so distracted that I could barely read the menu. I needed some air. I excused myself to go to the bathroom, but just as I got up, I bumped into the waiter bringing our drinks.
Oh, I am so sorry, madame.
No, it was my mistake. Here, let me help you.
Please, don't worry about it. I'll get you some drinks.
As he ran off, Adrian turned to me coldly.
Why were you flirting with the waiter?
What? I was just trying to be nice. But suddenly, Adrian swiped all the plates off our table.
Don't play me for a fool. You kept touching his arm.
You're insane. I'm leaving. I ran out of the restaurant and looked around for a cab, but Adrian caught up with me.
If you walk away now, I'll make your life miserable, Amber.
Why do you keep calling me that? Just stop it.
Because that was your name before you came here, wasn't it? I know all about your past, and you can't escape it. Yeah, I'll have you and your mother deported to Armenia, and...
Suddenly, Adrian tripped over something and fell down, hitting his head. I frantically called an ambulance and used Adrian's phone to call Derek to the hospital.
What happened?
He tripped over something. The doctors say he'll be fine, but I can't stay here another minute.
Sophia, what really happened?
I broke down and told him how crazy Adrian had acted in the restaurant.
I wanted to warn you. You're not the first girl he's done this with. He's the perfect boyfriend at first. but then he gets so jealous and scares every girl away.
It's not just that, Derek. He knows things about me, and he's threatening to ruin Mom's life and mine.
If you tell me what it is, maybe I can help you.
I need to talk to Mom first.
Of course, and you need to be sure you can trust me.
I looked into his warm brown eyes, and I felt I could. So the next day, I asked Derek to come to my place, and Mom told him everything.
I'm not Sophia's mother. I'm her aunt. Sophia's parents passed away when she was a baby, and I was her guardian in their will. But her other aunt and uncle kept insisting that I give Sophia to them. They only wanted her because of all the money in her name. They were powerful people, and I knew they'd keep trying to take Sophia away from me. So I ran away with her. We traveled far, but I'd always felt they'd find us. Then we came here and changed our names, and it seemed like we'd finally left everything behind. Until now.
We can't go back there, Derek.
I'll do everything I can. I promise.
I couldn't bear to go to school for the next few days. I felt sick with anxiety. Then finally, one evening Derek showed up, and he was smiling.
My lawyer worked on your case, and given how long you guys have lived and worked in the US, your status will be made legal immediately. You can't be deported. No one's going anywhere.
Mom and I cried and laughed as we hugged, and I threw my arms around Derek too. Thankfully, Adrian still hadn't returned to school, and I started hanging out with Derek. I also apologized to Melissa. Sophia, I was so affected by what you said that I confronted my mom. She didn't pay for me to get those roles, but someone did, and I have no idea who. I do. It was Adrian. He did it because he wanted to turn me against everyone close to me, but I never should have doubted you. A few days later, I'd just put some stuff in my locker when I turned around to see Adrian.
Hi, Amber. Did you miss me?
You wish. And don't think you can ever bully me or scare me again. I don't care what you know. You can't use it.
Wow. What a transformation from the chicken girl I last saw. But yeah, I just came to tell you that I've lost all interest in you. Seems like you've really lowered your standards when you settled for my brother. And I don't date trash.
He walked away, and I realized I'd been holding my breath. But minutes later, I heard loud voices down the hallway, and I ran to see Adrian smashing Derek against the lockers and beating him up. It took 4 teachers to pull Adrian away as he screamed like a maniac.
You want everything I have, don't you? You always have, you little worm. Do you think I'd let you be happy? I'll ruin your life, Derek. You'll regret the day you ever crossed me.
Derek went home early, and I was completely shaken by the day's events. Later that night, I was having trouble sleeping when I heard a loud tap on my window. I sat up in horror, only to realize it was Derek. Gosh, you scared me. How are you feeling now?
I can't feel my face, but my heart's happy. I just had to tell you. Adrian went completely bonkers at home too, and my parents have admitted him to an institution for therapy.
That's such a relief. I'm sorry you got hurt because of me, Derek.
Don't be. I'd take 100 punches for you. Well, not 100, but you know what I mean. And Adrian's right about one thing. I've wanted to be with you since I first saw you.
He leaned in and kissed me, and it was lovely. We graduated from high school and both went to the same college in another city. Right after graduation, Derek and I got married in a small ceremony with our parents. Adrian was apparently out of the institution now and managing his dad's company in Europe. But of course, he wasn't invited. And a year later, we were blessed with a beautiful baby girl, Sarah.